Do 1.9, we get to solve subtraction problems using multiple strategies. We talked about multiple strategies. Why do we want multiple strategies? What's the reason we're doing several different ones? Yes. Yep, so we're finding what fits best for each person, right? Yes.
It's good to have more strategies because if you try to use one and it doesn't work, you have like a full list of other strategies that you can use to figure out the question.
I'm going to say perseverance from failure, which I really like. So if one doesn't work, I like what you said there. If one doesn't work, we have another one to help us out, right? Okay. So there's two strategies I want to show you today. 235 minus 159 is what we worked on. I'm going to do this twice. 235 minus 159. You're looking at this in place value, okay? So it's very important that we're lining up our place values so that you have the ones matching with the ones, the tens matching with the tens, and the hundreds matching with the hundreds. The two people who showed us the models, we really line these up. It doesn't do us any good when our place values are not lined up, because this has everything to do with place value, okay? There's two strategies, and I think you started using this one first. This is the counting up method. It's where you start with the lower number and you start counting up. So I'll start with 159. I like to get to rounded tens places. Place 159, so I'm going to add 1 to get to 160, right? And then I can start counting up by tens perhaps. 160 plus 40 equals 200. I like to get to those round numbers. And then it's 35 more. 200 plus 35 equals 235. When you have that number sense, so I've gone from 159 to 235, and what I have, I counted this many. 35 plus 40 plus 1 equals 76. So that's the counting up method. Thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. How do you feel about using the counting up method? If you've used it before, okay, good. The other method to be used today is called U.S. traditional. Once again, it's the borrowing method. So I'll call it U.S. traditional. The terminology is borrowing in this case, okay? So what we know is when we look at the ones place, we can't take 9 away from 5. If you start with 5, take 9 away from 5. So what I have to do, I have to look at the place value above. I'm going to take one of the place values from the tens and move it into the ones place. If you were to add this number up, 15 plus 20 plus 200, you would still get 235. So the number doesn't change at all. It's just that I'm moving from the tens place to the ones place. I can much more easily do 15 minus 9, which is 6. I can't take 5 away from 2. So if I start with 2, I can't take 5 out of there. So in this case, I'm borrowing from the hundreds place and moving it into the tens place. If you added this number up, 1 plus 120 plus 15, you'd still come up with 235. Nothing has changed. We're just moving numbers into the place values. So I can do 12 minus 5, which is 76, and then 1 minus 1 is 0. I've come up with the same number. Thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. How are you feeling about borrowing today? This is something that you've done before, I know. Excellent. You're going to be working in Math Journal pages 21 and 23. 22 is extra credit. 22 has what's called trade first. Instead of doing trade first method, I'm going to allow you to do either of the two methods that you would like to do, because trade first, it's just not a really solid method in my mind.